So what happens when a new generation, one that grew up with AI and global connectivity, decides to completely reinvent the digital agency? Well, you get something that's lean, it's automated, and it's built from the ground up on code. This is the story of ServiceLabs, and it might just be a glimpse into the future of digital services.
So let's just start with the big question. Can two university students really build your company's AI-powered future? It's a bold question, for sure. I mean, we're not talking about some massive corporation with decades of history here. This is a startup, plain and simple, founded by two young builders who saw a gap and just went for it. And here they are. Let's meet the founders. On one side, you've got Amaan Abdullah. He's just 18 years old, studying robotics and AI in Austria. And on the other, you have Rubra Sankar, a computer science student in India. I mean, think about that. They're collaborating across entire continents, mixing self-taught skills with what they're learning in school to solve real business problems. This is what a digital native company looks like, and it's totally central to how they work.
So what really fuels that kind of ambition? I mean, come on, juggling a full university course load and building a global agency is, well, it's no small thing. For them, it all boils down to a single, really powerful mission. So let's explore the why behind ServiceLabs.
And there it is. Now, you gotta notice, it's not just about typical agency stuff like, building websites. The keywords here are smarter and faster. They're not just handing over a finished product. They're trying to build automated systems that literally become a growth engine inside their clients' businesses.
So these are the 5 pillars that hold up their whole mission. But I want you to look really closely at AI-first thinking and automation-driven growth. For ServiceLabs, these are not just some trendy buzzwords they threw on their website. No way. This is their entire philosophy. It is baked into the DNA of every single project they take on. Okay, so a great mission is one thing, but at the end of the day, execution is everything, right? So how do they actually deliver on these promises? Let's break down their method for turning these big ideas into real-world results.
This right here is a perfect example of their process in action. It's not some mysterious black box where you're not sure what's going on. It's a super clear 4-step journey. Analyze, build, deploy, and then, and this is the most important part, optimize. They don't just hand over the keys and walk away. It's designed to be a continuous cycle of improvement. Now, their services are meant to cover the whole life cycle of a modern business, and they've structured everything into a really simple but powerful framework. First you build, then you automate, and then you grow. Simple as that. Okay, let's break this down a little. The build category, well, that covers your digital foundation, everything from websites and apps to creating full-blown SaaS products. Then automate is really their sweet spot. That's where they bring in AI agents and streamline business systems to make you way more efficient. And finally, grow. Because what's the point of all this if nobody sees it? This is all about getting in front of customers. So yeah, it's basically a complete toolkit for any business that wants to compete today. Okay, so they've got the team, they've got the mission, and they've got the services. So what's the big goal here? Where is this all going? Well, like any ambitious startup, their vision for the future is laser-focused. And you know what? It all comes down to a single number. $50,000 per month. Yep, that's their target for monthly recurring revenue. This is not just a side project, you guys. This is a very clear signal that they are building a serious, scalable agency. The big question, of course, is how are they planning to hit a number like that? Their plan is pretty much a 3-pronged attack. First, they're going to target larger enterprise clients. Second, and this is the part I find really interesting, they plan to productize what they know by launching their own SaaS tools. And third, they're going to drink their own champagne by automating their own internal processes to get hyper-efficient. So let's just put all the pieces together here. You've got a remote, Gen Z team, a business model that is founded on AI and automation from day one, and a strategy that completely blurs the line between a service and a piece of software. When you see all of that, you kind of have to wonder, is ServiceLabs just a cool experiment, or are we getting a first look at the actual blueprint for the digital agency of the future?